Hi everyone, today I have a watch which is one of the most talked about and fan favorite, the Hamilton Murph, straight from the movie Interstellar. But this watch was never supposed to exist. Before I tell you why, let's unbox. इंटरस्टेलर मूवी तो आप सबने देखी होगी. There is a scene in the end where Cooper sends the information to save humanity through this watch via Morse code. The movie became a blockbuster and people went searching for this watch. पर ये वॉच तो कभी बनी ही नहीं थी. It was just a prop watch which was made for the film. That is where the power of watch communities came in. Hamilton had to launch the watch in 2019 because of public demand. The movie came out in 2014. So why did it take 5 years to come to market? Hamilton never wanted to launch this watch as it was a Frankenstein. Today's video will contain 3 sections: the history of the watch, why I love this, the actual specs, cost, and where I bought it. So let's get started. In 2013, Nolan's team contacted Hamilton to make a watch for the upcoming film. At that time, Hamilton was working on a Khaki Team Earth watch for Conservation International. They took the hands and dial from that watch. Then for the case, they took it from the Khaki field, and the strap was taken from the Hamilton Classic Railroad. And voila, the Murph was made. This is what we call a Frankenstein watch. जब आप अलग अलग जगह से चीज़ें कंबाइन करके कुछ बनाते हो. In the watch world, this is not something which is appreciated, and thus Hamilton was reluctant and wanted to keep it as a prop watch. But seeing the fans and enthusiasts, they gave in. The watch was launched in 2019 in a 42mm dial size with the name Murph, after Jessica Chastain's character name in the movie, that is Murphy. This movie watch came with an awesome detail. On the seconds hand, you will find a Morse code, EUREKA, Eureka. Fans loved the watch and it became one of the best sellers. There was one feedback though from the community, that the dial is a little big. The good thing, unlike other brands, Hamilton listened and in 2022 came up with the 38mm dial size, most loved and universally accepted dial size. Since then, they have added a bracelet option and launched it in a white dial as well in 2024. Murph has evolved, and that is how it should be. A lot of the movie fans say that the 42mm dial is true to the film and so 38mm is not actually the movie watch. But then again, there was no Morse code on the second hand in the movie. So 38mm is closer to the watch from the movie. Part 2. Why I like it. The most complicated wristwatch in the world is the Vacheron Constantin Solaria Ultra Grand Complications. It tells 41 things. But this watch on my wrist tells something else. It tells me who I am. Growing up, I was a curious kid. I used to ask a lot of questions. Why there are different shapes of clouds? Why can't you cool your room by keeping the fridge door open? Why is universe expanding? Etc. etc. What helped me is science. It answered most of my questions. So physics became a companion. By the time I was a teenager, I started photography and wanted to become a filmmaker, something which I currently do. And when I became an adult and started earning, I could realize my love for watches because I had some money now. Science, movies, and watches. Three things I am made up of. So when I talk about Hamilton Murph, it's a watch used in a movie about science. It reminds me who I am. So it's kind of the most complicated watch for me, pun intended. Part 3. The specs. Now talking about the watch itself, I have the 38mm with me as it is best for my wrist. I picked up a bracelet instead of a leather strap, a personal preference. Secondly, it would be less expensive to get a leather strap later. It has a quick release so you can easily swap a strap whenever you want to. I got some of these straps from Shaw watches. You can see how each one of these goes so well with the watch. And how can you have a field watch without a NATO strap? You will find thousands of people on Reddit trying out different straps on the Murph. In case you own one and you are not changing straps, you are losing out on the Murph as well as other watches. You can find the links to these straps in the description. The watch is powered by the caliber H10 movement, offering an impressive 80-hour power reserve. It features an open case back, allowing you to admire the movement inside. It's always a plus to have more than 70 hours of power reserve. The case thickness is 11.1 mm with a lug-to-lug distance of 44.7 mm. The cathedral hands look lovely, and the Arabic R numerals with fox patina add to the watch's vintage character. The lume isn't as strong as a diverse watch, but it is sufficient to read the time at midnight. The watch comes with a sapphire crystal, though my only complaint is that the anti-reflective coating could be way better. The crown is prominent, which I love. It's easier to grip and work with. Now coming to the price, Hamilton is not available in India, so I asked a friend of mine traveling from Singapore to buy this. He went to an official Hamilton retailer and they said it cost 1400 Singapore dollars, which is roughly 90,000 rupees. But after multiple rounds of negotiation, it costed me around 70k. Singapore has a flat GST rate of 9%, so if you claim the tax refund while returning at the airport, you can save even more. Talking about Singapore, I am planning to visit the country in the next few months. So my viewers from Singapore, feel free to ping me. I would love to meet people there. I hope Hamilton launches soon in India. They are not really a luxury brand, so I feel a lot of people can afford them. For now, I'm totally enjoying this on my wrist. Let me know in the comments which Hamilton watch you already own or plan to buy. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. I will see you next time.